Welcome back. Good to have you along as always here on Ozarks Tonight. I'm David Oliver. We're going to tell you more tonight here on the broadcast about a special diversity initiative that is being conducted by the city of Springfield. We've invited in Cora Scott and Melissa Haas to join us and tell you more about this project. And good to see you, ladies. Thanks for being here. First of all, tell me about this initiative and how it came to be. We're talking about diversity in Springfield. Obviously, that's something that the city and the council wants to put at the forefront.
Absolutely. It's a priority, not only for the city of Springfield, but all of the public entities. And so this is an initiative that brings together the county, the city, Chamber of Commerce, the various public entities, Missouri State University, in an effort to truly make our community more diverse and an inclusive community.
How do we accomplish that, Melissa? What are some ideas behind this?
Well, we accomplish it, number one, through a lot of just public outreach and that sort of thing. We're building a website currently called You Belong in SGF, and with that as a companion LinkedIn page as well. We'll share information, job openings. We're really trying to promote the amount of diverse talent coming into Springfield.
Okay. I mean, obviously, we all know sometimes Springfield takes a little bit of a hit on this in this topic because some folks say, well, we're not very diverse. So obviously, we're trying to make some inroads and correct that, I guess, right?
Yes. Yeah. Springfield's diversity is increasing, and that's the good news. And so we were hearing that folks who are moving here from other places who have maybe different ethnic background or different cultural traditions, that they want to connect with other people like themselves. And so this website and LinkedIn site will help with that as well, to learn where the resources already are.
Tell me more about this website, youbelonginsgf.org. We're going to put that up, of course, across the bottom of the screen too. Melissa, what are folks going to be able to do there, and how can they participate?
Well, number one, they'll be able to see all of the job openings available at the various diverse, they'll be able to see the job openings available at the different public entities that are partners in this initiative, as well as just lots of different cultural events and some of the progress that we've made on diversity and recruitment across those public entities as well.
You know, you mentioned cultural events. I think one of the greatest we have is our annual Japanese Fall Festival, which we just had recently here in Springfield. It was like the 33rd year for it or something, or 25th or something. It was something up there, I know. So.
Yes. Yeah, and there's a whole lot of activities like that. If you want to learn about other cultures, there's a couple, this website and then other websites that can direct you to those. And just this past weekend, there was Culture Fest, which was a brand new event that celebrated the food and music and festivities of different backgrounds.
How do we get people who are watching this broadcast or who live here in town to kind of get involved with this? Because that's always the challenge for any, I think, public entity such as a city, is you got an idea, but how do you get people involved? What do you guys think?
Sure.
I think learning is just a huge part of that. Just being open and willing to learn about other cultures, things that other people are going through. And when we talk about diversity, we're not just talking about people being diverse in ethnicity. We're also talking about people being differently abled, people who are coming from different religious backgrounds as well. So I think just being really open and willing to learn about other folks.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like socioeconomic parts of Springfield, I mean, we have a lot of diversity in terms of that, I would
Absolutely.
think.
We do take a broad view of diversity like Melissa described. So there's a lot of activities out there to just get out and know one another. In this day and age, I think we tend to be more on our phones and trying to connect that way, but go out in your own community, get to know your neighbors, get to know people who maybe go to a different church than you do or have a different background. So that's what we're encouraging.
What's the timeline on this in terms of, we want to have obviously some results here. What are we trying to do in the next year, 2 years? What's the timeline here?
Well, this Public Entities Diversity Committee has been meeting for a couple of years, and so we've been tracking things such as hiring practices of the city and county and the different public entities, contracting, making it a little bit easier for minority-owned businesses to go through the contracting process with these larger contracts. So we do have a performance measurement team actually looking at that. So those outcomes will be reported on this website as well.
Okay, what's your hope that we will accomplish through this?
I think just, continuing to move the needle on the amount of diverse people living in Springfield so that we can all just learn from one another and just kind of being stronger together.
Seems to be a good objective to me. And if
Yes.
you'd like to know more about it, again, the website is youbelonginsgf.org, youbelonginsgf.org for more on the diversity initiative here in Springfield. Core Scott, Melissa Hass, thanks for being here. We appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
More Ozarks Tonight after this quick break.